All right. So that's the bundle. That's the Bastions and Cantrips. What do we think of the Cantrips? Most of these changes are pretty good. As I said, I think the one that I'm not a fan of necessarily is Poison Spray. But if you think about it, Poison Spray was beating up against spells that were just better than it, right? Like, Poison is already a very much ignored damage type. And then Toll the Dead came out. If you're in melee, then in some cases, it's just better to do stuff like Booming Blade, Green Flame Blades. Although at this point, they'd still be decks, but even then, like Shocking Grasp was way better. Because at least you got rid of their reactions with that one, even if you did a little bit less damage. Con save also pretty much, I think, the save that every single enemy in the game is at least going to have a little bit of stuff in, because it determines their hit points. I've seen very little creatures with very low constitution. So I do get the change to Poison Spray. I think I would have preferred it to still be a con save, though. I think I would have preferred that still. Maybe a deck save. Deck save would work too. I just don't think, because of the fact that it's only 30 feet, like how often are you not gonna have disadvantage on that attack? I think I'd still pick Firebolt over it, to be honest. Actually, probably pick, oh no, but that's melee these days, so never mind. No, I think the cantrips are fine. I think the cantrips are okay. I think these are allowed to be here. Bastions. Again, I think Bastions are a cool system, or a cool idea. I think you have to build your campaign around them. I think you force your players to go to your Bastion too often, because a lot of stuff is dependent on you doing stuff in your Bastion, which, you know, Skyrim is a really good example of that. If you buy a player home, how often do you really go there? You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to go there. And again, the example of Kingdoms and Pathfinder Kingmaker to me is one of the best examples of why I don't like this kind of a Bastion where you have to constantly go back to do your stuff. I don't care if you find it more realistic. From a gameplay perspective, it's annoying. And honestly, it feels like some of the features were made for combat in your Bastion, but there's not a single event. I feel like there should be an event like Attack that pretty much the event is like you run into X amount of CR or X amount of creatures. You give like a small table for each level. I don't care. You can also just give the DM, like, you know, if you want to allow this to happen, CR this, you know, and then for every 3 or 4 defenders you have, one creature is immediately eliminated, and for every turn that, for every round that this combat lasts, roll a d6. If you roll a 1, one of your Bastion defenders dies. And if all your Bastion defenders die, one of your rooms is immediately out of commission until the next Bastion turn. Like, something like that, I think, would give some of the features in the house a little bit of value. Also, just doesn't, also just makes this cool. I think honestly, if you're playing with a Bastion, I feel like your players should be attacked in their home. I don't feel like this should be very bluntly put. I don't feel like this should be a safe space. Especially if you have a demi-plane, then there's going to be mages very interested. Yeah. I think those are like the core ideas of this that I want to get across. I mean, good on Wizards for trying new shit. I don't know how much... I don't know where they got their inspiration for this. I don't get this... I sense a little bit of Kingdoms of Warfare, but that might be just because Kingdoms of Warfare did stuff that's kind of obvious. Also, I think Kingdoms of Warfare was based on 4th edition, I want to say. So for all we know, they just took stuff from 4th edition. I don't think I should credit Colville for this one in any way, shape, or form, even though I've compared this bundle to Kingdoms and Warfare the entire time. So, yeah. Would I play with Bastions? No, I don't think so. I don't think I would play with. I'm still gonna. Would I actually no? You know what? Let's rephrase that question. Would I play with Bastions if I did not have Kingdoms and Warfare or Strongholds and Followers? Would I play with it in its current form? I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I still think the answer is no. I still think the answer is no. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a hassle that, to me, does not grant me the value that I want out of something. Whereas Kingdoms and Warfare, because this is purely a stronghold, right? And purely a stronghold for me doesn't even necessarily need the additional features. If you want to have a building that you live in and that you get some people for and you get like a couple of small stat blocks, I think that's fine. Like maybe even a couple of retainers, you know, stuff like that. Then I think that's fine. I don't think you necessarily need rules for it. And this doesn't have any rules for like Bastion v Bastion or like organization versus organization. It doesn't have rules for that, which Kingdoms of Warfare does. So would I use this bundle in a vacuum where Kingdoms of Warfare and Strongholds and Followers weren't a thing? No, I don't think so. I don't think I'd use this. Because to me, this does not offer the value that I'm looking for when I give my players a keep. Yeah. I don't think this gives me the value that I want from it. In the end, I got Kingdoms and Warfare because I wanted to be able to make more of a conquering campaign where the players at some point were able to build up their own kingdom. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's gonna be it for this. So, if you guys have opinions on this bundle, you can leave them in the comments. This is gonna go up, I guess, still continuing alongside the revision 7, because that one's also still being uploaded. And other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.